So welcome everybody back to Discourse. We're your hosts, Sharmalyne.
And it's only me, Reuben. Hello.
Oh, I thought you were just going to go and Reuben, but
no, it's improv.
A little improv. Okay, well, welcome back everyone. If you hadn't guessed from the song we just played,
which you probably didn't guess based on the song.
Quite a niche band, if I will.
Underground indie band, Queen. Not sure if you've heard of them.
Yeah, so that song was Bicycle Race, which means that... Well, okay, so...
This doesn't mean that...
It's not related at all.
Well, okay.
Okay,
So the theme of the episode is relationships, right? Because Valentine's Day is fast approaching. Mark it in your calendar. Well, it's probably already in your calendar, actually. I think that just kind of... They always put that in the calendar.
When Google automatically puts it in, and they give you 200 notifications.
Tragically, our next episode is the day after Valentine's Day.
Yes.
So we're doing relationships today as the topic.
Mm-hmm. But not any conventional relationships.
That was the thing when we were choosing the songs. We were like, let's pick some songs that aren't, because every song's a love song, right? Let's pick some songs that aren't about like conventional types of relationship. Hence, Bicycle Race by Queen, a man's relationship with his bike.
Yeah, I mean the lyrics literally say, "I want to ride my bicycle." So he clearly likes bicycles an awful lot.
That's some really insightful criticism. Thanks for sharing. So should we talk about celebrity crushes? That's what I thought we'd talk about.
Yeah, we should talk about celebrity crushes. I mean, I've got a long withstanding history with celebrity crushes. I wrote an essay on celebrity crushes and celebrity worship in Year 9. It was titled, "Why is Society Obsessed with Celebrities?" And I did this essay.
Why is society obsessed with celebrities?
Well, I can go deep into it. I don't want to recite my whole Year 9 essay.
I mean, we've got 50 minutes.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of things to get through in this one time. But essentially, what it boils down to is sort of the parasocial nature of attainability. Because when you like celebrities, you feel like, oh, I could become a celebrity.
Yeah.
It might be subconscious, but like that's something you're always thinking about. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I looked into, like celebrity worship syndrome, where people get obsessed with celebrities. And, the reason I wrote this essay is because I was a very celebrity-obsessed child.
Who was the first?
A lot of my friends.
Who was the first celebrity?
Oh, the first? Okay, so the biggest one that comes to mind, I'm going to get some flack for it, but it was Timothée Chalamet in the year of our Lord and Saviour 2016. So I was a Timothée Chalamet girl before the hype, before he got super famous.
Have I told you who my first celebrity crush was?
But I'm not going to say it. I'll let you retell it.
Because I was like talking to my mum about this a while ago. I was like, who's my first romance, right? And
I wouldn't say celebrity worship is romance per se.
That's true. That's a bit parasocial, isn't it?
Yeah.
But she said to me, "Oh, you used to." I've talked about my big Pink Panther phase when I was younger before. But she said you used to watch the Pink Panther movie, and the woman in the Pink Panther movie, you were like glued to the screen. You were like, your eyes were popping out of your skull. She didn't remember who the woman in the Pink Panther movie was. And it turns out the woman in the Pink Panther movie is Beyonce.
Beyonce's in the Pink Panther movie?
Yeah, she's like she's the like female lead of the Pink Panther movie.
How am I like not aware of this? Like, I think all I remember is a detective played by, I don't know, I think it's Steve Martin. Are you going to look it up?
I'm going to look it up.
I think it's Steve
Beyonce Pink
Martin.
Panther, yeah. She stars as, I can't find the name of her character quickly enough for the radio, but she's in it. I guess you could say I was crazy in love. Beyonce reference.
Wow. Yeah.
Did you find...
Did you think Beyonce was... Yeah, it was Steve Martin. I'm always correct when it comes to celebrity names.
I like Steve Martin.
But did you think she was snubbed at the Grammys? I've got a lot of opinions about the Grammys.
I don't
have enough time to share them on air.
I'm not informed enough about the Grammys to make any comment. So I'm sure they all did a good job. I think they should all distribute the awards equally among themselves.
Well, I mean, this year, I'm pretty sure every single person who won an award was female. Like, that was a world record.
Really?
Yeah.
Every single
person.
God.
Yeah.
Crazy. Good for women.
Women power.
Proud of you, women.
That sounded like some Sigma male, like, kind of thing. Like,
Oh, no, don't get into that. I'm not...
yeah.
Seeing as we're on celebrities, we asked...
Oh, yeah, we did. We needed some more filler for this show.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd ask our fellow audience members who their celebrity crushes are. I promise I have more than just Timothy. He's now kind of a problematic fave.
Yeah.
But I've got way too many to count. But
Right.
let's have a look at...
Let's have a look. We have Matty Healy.
Oh, I know who's put that down.
Yeah.
I know who's put that down. And... yeah.
We have Barry Keoghan, but specifically when he plays a weird little man.
Wait. Let me actually get...
You're going to get the things up.
Yeah, let me get the things up.
What can I talk about in the meantime? Oh, this is not good radio. This is dead air on the radio.
No, it isn't dead air. I concur with whoever wrote Barry Keoghan. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm not quite sure.
I don't know. I'm going to assume it's Keoghan. If you know how to pronounce Barry Keoghan, email in at discountdiscourseshow@gmail.com.
Is it Barry Cohen? I want to... Because his last name, like, it's basically Owen and then a K.
Send
like
us an email.
Irish.
discountdiscourse@gmail.com. Tell us, is it Cohen? Is it Keoghan? We did have an email. I opened the email. There is an
Did you
email
actually?
from one of our listeners. I haven't looked at it. I wanted to look at it live on air.
Oh, right, yeah.
This listener, the title of the email is "Help strengthen the security of your Google account." And hang on a minute. It's just Google messaging us again.
Great.
Please email in discountdiscourse@gmail.com.
I agree with the Barry Keoghan stuff. He's my weird little man of the month.
He was last month's weird little man of the month.
I didn't have a weird little man of the month.
It's a new award specifically invented for him.
Exactly.
Drew
Starkey, we've gotten. I concur. Have I seen OBX? No, I have not seen OBX.
What's OBX?
Outer Banks. It's a Netflix show.
Where's the X come from?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Is it spelled Outer Bank? Is it like Outer BANX?
No, it's spelled Outer Banks because Outer Banks is a real place it's like a real island in California or something. Spelled the regular outer.
But it's just OBX.
And then bank. Yeah, the show.
Maybe it's just the 10th installment of the Outer Banks
I guess.
extended franchise.
But yeah, I know Drew Starkey from that, I'm pretty sure. But I concur.
Then the other response we had was, don't believe in them. Now, I'm not sure whether to take that as A, you don't kind of support celebrity crushes. B, you don't believe in the existence of celebrity crushes.
Right, yeah.
C, you don't support the existence of celebrities. Or D, you don't believe in the existence of celebrities at all. I don't know what to take from that.
Okay. Well, my interpretation was that you don't believe in having celebrity crushes, which
I'm sure is a topic you discussed in your extensive
in my
essay.
Yes,
yeah.
Because I have had many over the years.
Yeah.
Still currently do. But
I think there's a valid point there, isn't there? Like parasocial relationships and all of that.
I think celebrity crushes are okay when you realise that it's just like one-sided admiration as opposed to
when you realise that Barry Keoghan is never going to be your weird little man. He's just going to be playing weird little men in films.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw this interview from him this morning because he did Hot Ones, and it was really funny because so the guy who hosts Hot Ones, I think his name's Sean, he asked him a question going, have you ever filmed a scene that you felt like you put your heart and soul into and then the director's cut it? And then Barry said, no, not gonna lie, every single scene I'm in, everyone sort of loves, and they always tell me that they wish I was in more scenes. I found that really funny.
I respect that. I thought you were going to say, I just don't put my heart and soul into any scenes.
Yeah. He was like, everyone tells me that I should be in more stuff and I should be in the whole movie. And I was like, yes, Barry.
It's a good mindset.
It is a good mindset.
Do we want to stick another song on there?
We've got one more.
Have we got another one? Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
How inconsiderate. The final one is Biba Doobie, and I concur. She has a face card to rival...
She's
a singer.
Biba
Doobie, yeah. She's a singer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm neutral on her. I'm sure she's a lovely woman.
Look her up. She looks amazing. She is the face of Next shoes, or like Clark's or whatever. Because every time I walk past the Next in like the Selly Oak retail park.
Saying you've got a face for shoes almost seems like a bit of an insult, doesn't it? It's like saying you've got a face for radio. Because surely the face is not like the prominent part of the shoe advert.
Well, I guess, well, it's not her, like, feet in the photo, it's just her.
Right.
It's just a photo of her, and then she's just holding the shoes.
Right. She's not even wearing them.
No, it's because the face card sells.
Yeah.
That's why.
Fair enough.
They're paying for the face, they're not paying for the feet.
Are they aware that the face doesn't come with the shoes?
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Song.
Next song.
Right, this is Just the Way You Are by Billy Joel, and I've put this in. This is a song about, you know, relationships, but listen to the lyrics of this carefully, because I've got something I want to discuss with you after this song. So just kind of pay attention, because I
don't know why I'm laughing. I don't even know what you have to discuss
I've
yet.
got an alternative reading of this song that I want to share. So we'll play this. Have a listen carefully, and then let's discuss. That was Just the Way You Are.
Are we still on the Billy Joel song?
Yeah, that was the Billy Joel song. Both of us are struggling with our headphones at the moment. One of my headphone ears has turned inside out, so I'm just sitting here with one ear. But so I said before we played that song, right? I wanted.
Wait, can you actually fix your headphones?
I can't.
I think it's.
I can't do it.
No, because you did this last week as well. I'm pretty sure it's just flipped. Like...
I can't do it. It won't turn.
Yeah, it was
okay.
like flipped upside down.
Crisis averted. Right, yeah. What I wanted to talk about. What do you take from that song? What do you think that song's about?
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really listening to the lyrics. I was just listening to the melody, and it sounded quite nice, quite smooth, quite jazzy. Why did you move your eyebrows?
Wrong.
Oh, okay.
I've got an alternative reading of this song.
Okay, wait, let me actually pull up the lyrics of this song.
You pull up the lyrics. So this song, the classical interpretation of this song, right, is Just the Way You Are. Billy Joel, or, you know, the character, the person in the song, is saying to their lover, they're saying, you know, you don't need to change for me. I love you just the way you are. Right?
Wait, is this... Because you know Just the Way You Are is a Bruno Mars song.
Bruno Mars did not cover this song. It's two different songs called Just the Way You Are.
Boring. I think the Bruno Mars one.
I'm saying wrong. I'm saying I propose to you
Okay.
that this song is actually about the person singing this song, the narrator, is actually incredibly, like, restrictive, and this is a terrible, horrible relationship, right? Mm-hmm. Case in point, he says, don't go trying some newfound fashion. He's saying, you know, don't go out and choose what you want to wear. I want you to wear exactly what you're wearing right now, yeah? Don't be changing what you're wearing. He says, don't change the colour of your hair. He's saying, you know, don't even try going out and dye your hair, like, restrictive relationship, right?
Okay, wait, which part of the song? I've got the lyrics now.
Okay.
What part of the song?
Right, the line, don't go trying some newfound fashion.
Oh,
some
yeah,
new fashion.
verse 2 for anyone.
Verse 2, anyone following along at home. Don't change the colour of your hair. He's saying, you know, don't...
You missed the at the end.
Sorry. Don't change the colour of your hair. He's saying, you know, don't change, you've got to say exactly as you are. He says, I don't remember what verse is this. He's saying, clever conversation.
The chorus.
Yeah, I don't want clever conversation. He's saying this is a woman who wants to be intellectually stimulated, and he's not providing that. He's saying, just, you know, don't talk to me, just be there. He says, I never want to work that hard. He didn't want to work hard for their relationship. Saying, I love you just the way you are, which I think he's saying, rather than saying, you know, I accept you, he's saying, I love you only exactly the way you are right now. You can't change. It's a tragic song, actually.
How long have you had this, like, deep analysis, then?
This has been in my head for months.
Right.
Oh, and my other, like, example I just want to provide was, he said, this is the killer bit of evidence, right? This is the bit that, like, proves my theory. He says, the line, I said I love you, that's forever. He's getting a bit aggy there. He's saying, you know, all right, I've told you I love you. That's, like, enough. I don't need to prove it again. What do you make of that?
That sounds like very sound evidence.
Yeah.
I had no feelings towards the song either way. I don't think I'll ever listen to it again. But yeah, I agree with your interpretation of the lyrics. Yeah. So I'm not completely insane. You're not.
That's good. Right. With that aside,
I wanted to
bring a story to the table. Yeah, because we were thinking about relationships. And I was thinking, what can I talk about here? Do you want to hear a story of a whirlwind romance?
Sure, yeah.
Well, I haven't got
Well,
one,
okay.
but I can tell you a story. I can tell you a nice, heartwarming story. Right, this was last summer. I would get the bus a lot back at home. And it was always this one service, the 21 service. Shout outs to anyone on the 21. I don't think anyone on the 21 would be listening because it was all old people, right? I don't know what the buses are like in... but I haven't used buses much in Birmingham. But at home, it is exclusively used by elderly people. And the first time I got on this bus, it's this driver. And with... you know how bus drivers are with old people? Like, the old people get on the bus and, like, it's like, Edna, up to your old tricks again. And Edna's like, ha, ha, ha. Have you experienced this? You know, they banter, like, with the old people.
Not really. I feel like bus drivers in London are just more cold.
This is the thing, right? Because this bus driver, with all the old people, he's kind of bantering. He's like, Harold still fending off the women, yeah. And then it gets to me, and he's just like, you know, money, please. Yeah. And he's got this sign directly next to his like little driver compartment, and it says no, underlined, no student discount without student ID. Yeah. So I can already tell he's not a fan of my demographic. He thinks I'm just some, you know, yob. He thinks like
yob. I'm
the kind of like ruffian, you know, like
a hooligan.
Hooligan, yeah, exactly, hooligan, if you will. So I keep getting the bus, and we build up. A rapport. Not like in the same way. I'm not getting on the bus and he's not saying to me, you know, still fending off the women and stuff. He's not saying that to me. But, you know, he'll say hello, all right, and stuff. Mm-hmm. I'll say, all right. And, you know, flash
Mutual respect,
yeah. He'll flash me a smile, you know.
Oh, I thought he was going to flash something else for a second.
No, oh my God, no. He flashes me a smile, exclusively a smile. There's nothing else being flashed. Now, here's a little heartwarming thing, because it's always the same old people on this bus, right? I get on this bus, I recognise all of these elderly people. One day, I get on the bus. There's this woman who I've never seen this woman before. I think, unusual. Well, I don't think that really, but she's there. Mm-hmm. Get on the bus, sit down. Bus gets to the shopping centre, and it's always at this shopping centre that he gets off for 5 minutes. I think it's like his break. He gets off and has a bit of a break and stuff. So it gets to there. He gets off. She gets off with him. They only have a bit of a kiss and a cuddle. This is like, I hope it's his like, you know, partner. Yeah. Isn't that sweet? I went onto that bus first time thinking this is a cold, emotionless man, except for old people for some reason. But then he's like... He's got a heart. The way you told that story, I thought you were going to reveal that was like an affair or something. No, it wasn't an affair. It was a heartwarming romance story. What I can only assume what happened was that, you know, I start coming on the bus. He comes home with a smile, and she's like, "Gosh, I haven't seen you smile like that in years." He says, "I just met the nicest young lad today on the bus." She says, "That's wonderful. Why don't I, you know, hop onto your bus service tomorrow?" He says, "Oh, darling, you haven't done that in years." And she said, "Well, I feel like rekindled now by your beautiful smile." I can't believe you just invented fan fiction about this bus driver. I'm just saying that's a plausible scenario. So, yeah. Happiness is out there. Love does exist, even for bus drivers. Yeah, we're not saying that all bus drivers are sad, lonely individuals. I'm not saying this is a sad, lonely individual. I'm just saying, even if you're a bus driver, a sad, lonely bus driver, not that all bus drivers are sad and lonely, but if you're a bus driver who is sad and lonely, there's love in the world for you. That was a really pointless story. I don't know what the point... When I started telling that, I thought there was going to be like more of a kind of point to that. Take away what you will from that story. That happened. That happened. Should we stick on our next song? We've got ourselves another relationship that isn't a love. Okay, well, I'm sure they love each other. It's it's Mumford and Son, so it's like mum. But familial love. Yeah, it's in the name. If you sort of picture it in your head, the words Mumford and Sons, it says mum. And it says Sons. The first time I ever heard Mumford and Sons was on the CBBC show The Slammer. Were they stuck in The Slammer? Yeah, they were stuck in The Slammer and then they had to perform. God, what an origin story. That's how they came. That's how they got famous. That is not how they got famous. Oh. I'm just saying that's where I first heard of Mumford and Sons. Oh right, okay, I see. That was they were already famous by that point. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, I thought that was their like. No, because I found out.
It was while I was watching the Slammer, like not recently, like literally 2 years
While
ago.
you were doing your daily binge of the Slammer.
Slammer. Yeah, because all the people who go on the Slammer are just like, they're actually famous. The only way I found out was because Union J, which was like this wannabe One Direction band from X Factor or Britain's Got Talent or something, they performed on the Slammer, and I knew them from X Factor or whatever show they were on.
Yeah.
And then I saw them on the Slammer and I was like, hold on, these people are already famous. Why would they be in the Slammer?
So you're telling me that they didn't actually lock people up in a prison and have them perform to make their way out?
I knew it wasn't people locked up. I just thought it was people starting out in their careers who needed a platform. I didn't realise it was already famous
I need a moment to
people
process this.
that they were just showing. Like, I always wanted to be on the Slammer. I was so desperate to go on the Slammer, not to perform, to like be
Be
one
in
of
the audience.
Yeah,
Because they had the guy who would come around and interview children
yeah,
in
and
the
interview
audience.
children about what they thought,
Yeah.
and then sometimes they'd get the children to go up on stage and they did the thumbs bit. You know, like Julius Caesar or Augustus Caesar or whoever did it. Okay, basically there was this thing in Roman times where with the gladiator matches and stuff, the emperor, obviously the people would fight, and then the emperor would have to put their thumb up or down to say whether he liked it or not.
They put them... Who was it who put it in the pie? Their thumb in the pie.
Jack
Little Jack Horner.
Horner sat in the corner
Yes.
with
Sorry.
his pie. Okay.
Carry on.
And then, yeah, the emperors did, like, if they liked the gladiator performance, then, because obviously gladiators, the whole point is it's a death match, and then only one of them survives. And then if the emperor enjoyed the death match,
Yeah.
then they put their thumbs up, then the guy, I don't know, gets to, like, relax.
Right, so
Okay.
they'd been watching the Slammer. They thought, oh, we should bring this into Gladiators. This is really good. This whole thumb thing. Or was it the other way around?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's the other way
Yeah,
around.
that would make sense,
Yeah,
wouldn't
I don't think the Romans time traveled to the future just to watch Slammer and was like, hold on, this is revolutionary.
This is good.
We
This
need
is
to-
good stuff
We need
with
to
the
bring this
thumbs.
back. And then time traveled back, and then see. Speaking of time travel, I told you this theory.
Yeah.
Well, not a theory, but it was okay. I guess it is a theory.
Well, I was going to say it's not real, is it?
It might be real,
Okay.
but with the whole time travel thing, there's a hypothesis that time travel has been invented, but when people first time traveled back in time, they time traveled to the correct time, but they did not time travel. They didn't factor in the fact that the Earth and like the planets rotate.
Yeah.
So they time traveled to the correct time, but also the exact same space that
So they were
in.
just floating in space.
So yeah, when they time traveled back, they just ended up floating in space.
Okay, right. Counterpoint, though. This breaks your whole theory, I'm sorry. The fact that we've come up with that theory now means that if we invent time travel in the future, we're going to be aware of that and we won't make that mistake. Riddle me this.
Well, maybe the calculation to figure out how much the distance the Earth has moved since so and so time is so complex that they figured this out now, so they've decided in the future not to time travel.
Right, I see.
So, like, they're aware of this, and then that's why maybe they've invented time travel, but they know about all this, so they've just decided not to. Like, maybe, because you can still test it with, like, really small things. Like, if you time travel back 10 minutes,
Yeah.
like, the Earth hasn't moved significantly.
You're going to be in,
Far
like,
enough.
a different part of the country, though, at least, right?
10 minutes?
Rotates.
Oh, I guess.
You're going to wake up in someone else's house.
Okay, like, 1 minute then. That's...
You're still going to be a few miles out, I think.
Really? I thought it would just be, like, across the room.
Okay, personally, this sounds... You've heard my own kind
Your
of
2
theory
cents.
about Planet of the Apes, haven't you? About Planet of the Apes is real. We've gone there. We've seen the apes, but they're so advanced that they have Men in Black mind-wiping technology, and that's why we don't remember it.
I was thinking about this the other day.
You're giving some thought to the theory.
No, not the monkey thing. Another thing I was thinking about. So humans, what is... I could easily just Google the answer, but I'm bringing it
This
here
is
to
more
the table.
interesting this way.
What is an actual human, in the sense that are humans just... Because you know how there was all the Homo, like, Neanderthals and Homo sapiens,
Yeah.
and then the other one that I can't remember, because there was, like, 3 living at the same time. What is a human? Is a human just the Homo sapiens, or is it just the Homo genus in general?
Well, let me tell you, I was at the museum the other day,
Yes.
and they have I have all the skulls of these various like ancestors
Yeah.
to humans and the apes and stuff, and it's like a tree, and you can see where specifically it breaks off into humans. I don't remember any of it, but if you want to know the answer, you can go over there and find out.
I mean, I already gathered the fact I could have just Googled this, but I brought it to the table.
I mean, philosophically, what is a human? Like, I think, therefore I am. That's...
Descartes.
Yeah. Mumford & Sons.
Mumford & Sons, yeah. We'll stick some Mumford & Sons on. The song is I Will Wait.
You've been waiting long enough for this song.
No, I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Okay, tell me when we go on. Mics are off. That was I Will Wait by Mumford & Sons. We won't keep you waiting any longer. We're back here on Burn FM with some comedic chit-chat. What I wanted to do quickly before we get on to one of the other things we asked of our listeners was, I guess you could say this is about my relationship with tea. If at a push.
In our Discount Discourse design document where we keep all our ideas and whatnot, this is written as tea PSA, and I thought you were going to reference, the tea consent video.
Yeah, that they show you in school. Yeah, this
iconic
is not that
British culture.
Iconic British culture. This is a PSA to the audience, right? Because I think I've told you about this a little bit, but I had a bit of a dilemma with tea. Because I love drinking tea. It runs in my family. My mum drinks copious amounts of tea. Problem is, if I drink it in the evening, then it keeps me wired at night. So if I come from campus after a long, hard day, then I can't have a cup of tea because it's too late. So I invested in some chamomile tea from Sainsbury's because it's supposedly good at it. Like, relaxes you, right? I thought it's probably a bit of a placebo thing. I don't think tea can actually make you sleepy. I thought, yeah, sure, let me give this a try. Warning, don't drink like a couple of cups at that, like in a short duration, because it is like a sedative. It's crazy.
Wait, I thought you only drank one cup. So were you drinking multiple cups of chamomile tea?
I got back. I had a chamomile tea, cups of chamomile tea when I got back, and then over my dinner, I had another one. Right?
Okay, well, that is a lot of tea.
It was only 2 cups, right? I went to get up. I picked up my mug of tea, and it's got like the kind of swill, whatever I had left. I threw that over myself because my
Wait, what?
It's my I don't know. It was like just it sedated me so much that my ability to control my own limbs had gone. And then I was washing up my plate after dinner. I just dropped the plate on the floor and it smashed. This is what tea does. Stay off the tea, is what I'm saying. Or just just have 1 cup. It's dangerous. Just be careful.
Wow.
It's PSA.
Well, we've got our second listener suggestion thing that we asked. So we asked last week for some agony aunt questions. Discourse. That didn't work.
Carry on, sorry.
But okay, so our first one, imposter syndrome.
Right. What do we think of this?
Imposter syndrome, I agree, it's real. I talked to someone about it yesterday.
Yeah.
Mainly because they asked me about it. And then I think all you can really do is... I don't know, it's kind of hard because, essentially all you can do is just get over it, which sounds...
It's great, thank you. Good advice.
That sounds really harsh. But I think you just need to think of the fact that you managed to get here.
Yeah, right, that's what I was thinking of as well.
I felt imposter syndrome many a time in my life, but then I think you just need to remind yourself that the fact that you got to where you are, and then to experience imposter syndrome in and of itself is proof that you belong there.
I was thinking about this as well because, like you, I've had my own dealings with imposter syndrome, and like you said, you got imposter syndrome, so presumably you're in some environment where you feel like, oh, everyone is so much more accomplished than me. But like you said, your past successes are the very reason you're in that environment. So just remember that. Get over it. No, I'm not saying get over it.
That's not good advice.
That's not good advice. We're not mental health practitioners. We did ask the audience to keep it light, please.
So our next one is Google Maps misleading me to the back of a building.
that was quite funny.
See, I have the same gripe, but more with Apple Maps, because I use Apple Maps only because it came downloaded with my phone, so I wasn't going to download a whole another map app.
Yeah, too many maps.
And yeah, Google Maps is good. Apple Maps is considerably worse than Google Maps. It doesn't have half the locations I want. I just have to know where they are and put in the coordinates and then hope for the best.
I always get a bit of a if I'm on Google Maps and it like directs me to walk somewhere, but I know there's a quicker way to do it, I always get a bit of a rush. It feels like I'm,
Oh, if you like...
I feel like a rebel.
You feel like you're smarter than Google Maps.
Yeah, I feel like I've outsmarted the computer, and I feel like I've kind of broken the rules a bit. I feel like it fills me with adrenaline.
Well, technically this is an agony aunt question. They're asking how... So I'm going to interpret it as how can
this be stopped?
How can this be stopped?
I think you should buy yourself a physical map. I think we need to bring back the physical map.
Why do you need to buy a physical map when you can just look at the digital map online and then not follow the instructions?
Because I think I would love to live in a world where people are just like standing with like big folded out physical maps. I think it's so fun. I love that. I love it when you go to like Chessington World of Adventure or something and you get like a map.
Oh no, I love getting maps from like museums and like stuff like that.
Yeah, I love that.
It's a
I think we should
good
bring
souvenir.
that back. I would be happier if I walked out onto the street and everyone was just kind of consulting a big map.
Yeah.
So that's my advice. That's as your agony uncle. This isn't even agony though, is it? This is like, it's not agony. It's not actual. It's like a bit of a twinge.
You asked for light stuff, so
yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
stuff.
Agony aunt probably isn't like an accurate term. It's like, what's a step below agony?
Agony, mild indigestion.
We're your mild indigestion aunts. So yeah, that's what I've got to say for that.
And the last one was literally just I don't have anything entertaining and informative. Oh, I don't. Oh, that is the.
This is the question.
I thought they were saying that they didn't have anything to say for.
No, no.
I misinterpreted this wrong. Sorry to the person who put this in. I don't have enough entertaining and informative chat in my life.
Well, boy, do we have a solution for you.
What is said solution?
Us.
Oh, yeah.
Right here, right now.
What? Just
because the show. That's what you're getting with discount discourse. Turn into Daffy Duck. God, discount discourse. It's entertaining, informative chat. We've told you about the Roman.
Yeah,
we've told you about history. We've told you about like thumbs, gladiators.
Yeah.
We've entertained you.
Yes.
That's the full package.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. Thank you for your suggestions, listeners. We need a name for our fan base.
Do we? You guys can email in what you think you guys should be called.
Yeah, at discountdiscourse@gmail.com or discount discourse on Instagram. Thank you. Right, we need to squeeze everything. We've got a lot to talk about. We need to squeeze it into this segment.
Oh yeah, because we don't know how long we've got left. So we're
fan
gonna
favorite segment: breakdown in tears.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I actually thought of one ahead of time.
Do you want to briefly explain what the segment is?
Sorry.
First?
So the segment is that you know those YouTube tier lists people use on that one website, whatever the website is called, the like S tier to F tier thing.
We're doing that.
We're just doing that on our show. So yeah.
Yeah. We bring a topic each week. We discuss it and then we rank it.
Usually it's just you bring a topic and I think of it on the spot. But yeah.
Shoot.
So I thought of this yesterday.
Yeah.
And since our topic is relationships, I thought of something related to love, and my topic is cookies. Now, we're computer science students, so you can interpret that of two ways.
Are we talking about browser cookies here?
Yeah, see, I knew you were going to think about browser cookies.
Okay, right, here's the thing. Wait, no, you go first, sorry.
Me?
You brought this to the table.
I'll give my opinion. You say what you have to say, and then I will agree or disagree.
I think if we're doing both definitions of cookies here, then that raises some issues, because one type of cookies I love, the other type of cookies is a good thing technically, but it has major downfalls.
I wanted to see how you would interpret it, and your first interpretation was browser cookies.
Right, yeah. Cookies, the biscuits, I love them. Dip them in a cup of tea. Lovely treat for the evening.
One thing I hate is that Americans call all biscuits cookies.
Yeah, that's just objectively wrong. Browser cookies, They do have some functionality, like when you save logins and stuff, that's a lifesaver. Because like if you had to log into a website every time you've gone into it, that would be really annoying. But obviously, targeted advertising on the internet is a thumbs down from me. So I'm going to average those two out.
Average.
I'm going to say that's a B from me.
Ooh. Okay, so cookies, I love cookies, favourite food ever. Okay, not ever, but favourite food. I hyperfixated on cookies for like 6 months last
Yeah.
year. But anyways,
You bake very nice cookies, can I just say? You've like given me your baked cookies
my
before.
baked cookie.
Really nice.
Well, they weren't going to be raw cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah. The browser cookies, Adam and F tier. I'm anti-browser cookies. I do not care if they say my login. I will write down all my passwords on a post-it note if I have to remember.
But where do you tier your favourite food cookies?
My favourite food cookies is obviously S tier.
So,
but then the
what are you
browser
picking?
cookies is an F tier. But yeah, if I have to average it out, that would like work out to C tier, wouldn't it?
Sorry, can I just shout out for a moment a kind of scathing comment that my mum's just left about our
right.
show. She said, my suggestion for what you should refer to your fan base as is both of them. Suggesting that we have 2 fans. Thanks very much, Mum. So where do we want to put cookies?
Oh, this is hard now. Can I just separate them? Because I actually can't.
Okay, we'll separate them.
Yeah, because I can't put the food cookies on.
You're putting Cookies the Biscuit in S.
S tier,
I'm
and
putting
then-
them in A. I think, let's give them an S.
Okay,
I think
I'm
they deserve
putting
that.
Cookies of Food in S, and then I'm putting Cookies, the browser thing, in F.
I'm going to put them in C because they do have some good things. So we
Okay.
can average that to like an E.
Yeah.
We'll call that an E.
Okay.
So then what I wanted to bring to the table is, along a similar line to you, have you ever heard the phrase, life is like a box of chocolates?
Isn't that from the advert for like Milk Tray or something?
It's from something. But that's what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about the milk tray. What do you think about the Cadbury's milk tray?
Wait, I'm literally looking.
Okay,
this
let me
up.
tell you what I think about the Cadbury's
Okay,
milk
yeah.
tray then. Because I brought this to the table. I think they're very interesting because I think they...
Wait, hold on. That saying was from Forrest Gump.
I knew it. It was my year 12 English teacher sent me like a postcard saying, you know, thanks for all your good work.
Yes.
And it was a picture of something from a film and it said, life is like a box of chocolates on it.
Oh, was it the scene where Forrest Gump's on the bench?
Maybe eating a box of chocolates or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen the film. But yeah, milk tray.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fantastic because when you're buying someone a gift, right?
Yeah.
There's you either, if you don't know them that well, you just get them a card or something. If it's someone
Mm-hmm.
you're very close friends with, then you will think
Actually
about what you're going
think,
to buy them.
yeah.
The milk tray fills this beautiful kind of niche in the middle where you feel like you need to buy someone something,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't want to go and like buy them a proper outright like thoughtful gift. And then like the milk tray is just classy enough that it's like you feel nice receiving it. But it's cheap enough that it's like a good investment if you don't know
Yeah.
a person well.
See, I would say that, I don't know, I don't rank the milk tray high on my list. Maybe it's because I'm a dark chocolate person and I rate dark chocolate more.
Yeah.
But I feel like something like Celebrations is more... Like, I see what you mean with the milk tray being classy, but I
It's
guess
not that classy, but it's
with
like
the classiness, it also adds to, I don't know, it feels kind of old. Like, I feel like something fun, like a Celebrations or a Quality Street, is timeless, and it adds a bit of fun, and it makes you as a person not seem boring. And also, if the person that you're giving it to doesn't have any, like, doesn't care that much about milk chocolate, it has everyone's preferences in there.
Yeah.
And it also adds to the share factor, because then it's just the sort of thing, like, if you get Celebrations, you're not going to eat it all by yourself. You sort of open it there and like share it out, and it adds to the giving and the party.
it's the life of the party.
It's the life of the party. So I would say a milk tray is okay. I mean, chocolate is chocolate, and
Chocolate's chocolate,
I like
yeah.
chocolate, but
What we saying?
I'm gonna rate it C.
See, I'm going to put it in A, so we can average that to a B.
B. Okay, that works.
End of breakdown in tiers. Thank you very much. One more thing I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, it says
before we
like
go.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, I was
on
thinking
our
about
list.
relationships the other day.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've encountered this great website called 6 Degrees of Wikipedia. And the idea is you put in 2 Wikipedia pages and it tells you how many pages you have to navigate through, like clicking on links in those pages
Yeah.
to get between
Oh,
those
yeah, yeah.
pages. What's the shortest connection?
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought, I like a bit of a quiz. So
Okay.
I was just messing with this.
Oh,
I'll give you some topics, and if you can just guess for me how many like links you have to click on.
Oh, right.
So
So is it all between like 1 and 6?
It's not necessarily. That's just what the page is
Oh, right,
called.
so it could be 50.
I think the idea is that it's based on 6 degrees of
Separation.
Separation.
Yeah.
So first one,
Okay.
Cars 3, the 2017 animated film, and the heat death of the universe.
The heat death of the universe. Okay. Cars 3, okay. I'm checking the timing.
Analysing
No,
this.
yeah, because I didn't want to start a whole rant on Cars 3 because I will talk about it all day.
Yeah.
Let's just say misleading poster and ad campaign.
Yeah.
But I think Cars 3 I'm going to be generous and say 4. I was thinking, in my head, I'm thinking 3, but I'm going to say 4.
Well, in your head, you should listen to your head more.
No, it's
it was
3. Are you
Cars
kidding?
3, you can navigate to sports film, you can navigate to disaster film, which takes you to heat death of the universe.
See, I was thinking 3, but then I decided to be conservative and say 4. So I'm going to count that as a win because my head thought 3 first.
Okay, we don't have too much time, so I'll
Okay,
give you a
that's
couple more.
I will try and be quick in my rationalization.
Bart Simpson to the women's suffrage movement.
2.
Yes. Bart Simpson to Martin Luther King Jr. to
Oh.
women's suffrage. I don't know how you get to Martin Luther King from Bart Simpson. I don't know where in the Bart Simpson page that is.
Oh, yeah.
Might be something in the Simpsons episode. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lastly, then, I asked you the other day, can you give me 2 random words?
Oh my god.
You told me poppycock, which... Poppycock, the brand of candied popcorn, has a page on Wikipedia.
Okay.
And weasel, the animal, the weasel.
That's like going to be 12. No, I'm saying 6.
3.
3. Okay.
Poppycock to candy to Great Britain to the weasel. So,
Oh.
there you go.
Wow.
Good stuff. Right.
Well, it is currently 57, so I reckon we only really have time for songs now.
Yeah.
But, so we're going to sign off from here for today's show. We have been your hosts, Sharmalyne
And Reuben. Good stuff. So we'll be back next week with more laughs, more comedic chit-chat, more fun, more discount discourse.
More amazing topics.
So until then, have yourselves a blessed day, have yourselves a blessed week, have yourselves a blessed life. This is Martha, My Dear by the Beatles, and the song about relationships, a man's relationship with his dog.
Like Martha the dog from the Alphabet show thing.
I think he just had a dog called Martha.
Right.
But you can... We've done alternative interpretations on this show. That can be your alternative
Yeah, the one
interpretation
about the
of this
talking
song.
dog, Martha, and then she eats alphabet soup, and then she can speak. She learns to read and write and speak from eating alphabet soup.
See, that isn't covered really in this song, but you can write a song about that. Enjoy.